Okay, one shot, here's all my thoughts. Not going to be in that great of an order because I'm not going to pause the camera and restart and rethink. Don't feel like editing later, so stay with me. Someone in the comments asked me my thoughts on straddling. I put up a video like this, link at the top of the screen right now. I put up a video a long time ago. I think a lot of the viewers now weren't viewers back then, so I'm going to say some of the same things, but I'm going to add a few more things, and this commenter was very curious. I can't stand straddles. The biggest problem with straddles is that they're unnecessary. If the game is great, if it's a 1-3 game and there are opens to 15, 20, 25, the straddle does nothing. Whether it's 1-3 or 1-3-6, someone making it 20 doesn't change anything. The straddle is unnecessary. And in tighter games, when people aren't raising a lot, when people aren't even limping the big blind, if people are not limping $3 and it's 1-3-6 all of a sudden, they're limping the 6 even more infrequently. So straddles at best do nothing. Straddles at worst make the game even tighter. That's my biggest problem with them. In addition to that, can't stand button straddles. If you're gonna have a straddle, make it under the gun and double the big. Don't give any choice in the sizing. I don't even like that. If you're gonna have button straddles, you need to start under the gun. People all the time around here say, oh, in my home game we start in the small blind. The small blind and the big blind are at enough of a disadvantage already. They had to put in money without looking at their cards. They're going to be first to act on the flop, on the turn, and on the river if they continue with the hand. That's enough of a disadvantage. They don't need to have every single advantage or disadvantage going against them. It's just like in the playoffs, in a 7-game series in pro sports. What used to happen was 2 games, you know, the home team, the team with the better record, got 2 home games first, then the other team got 3 home games, and then the better team, the team with the better record, got 2 more home games at the end. Games 1 and 2, and then games 6 and 7. And now people complain, oh, it's not fair that the other team, the team with the worst record, gets 3 home games first, because they get the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th game at home. So they get their 3rd home game before the team with the better record. Listen, there are enough advantages going to the team with the better record as it is. They get the first game at home, they get the possible game 7 at home, they get 2 home games before there's any amount of travel. There are enough advantages going to that team already. They don't need every single one. Just like with button straddles, the blinds are at enough of a disadvantage already. They don't need even more and more disadvantages going against them. Start under the gun if you're going to have a button straddle, and then there are some weird rules. Maybe it skips the button when it gets back to the button. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe the button has to act and turn. But it is so bad if you're hell-bent on having a button straddle, making the blinds go first. Rob Farha, not his real last name, but that's his name on 2+2. We used to live together. We had rooms in the same house. He said there was a game in Florida he was thinking about playing. I don't know if he did play in it or he was thinking about playing in it in Jacksonville. And when he understood the button straddle structure of small blind goes first, he's like, there are mid-pocket pairs, you just have to fold. It's like such a disadvantage. Like, you're gonna raise an already inflated pot, and then what, be out of position the whole time with a hand that can't really improve? He told me like he would strongly consider like limping or folding hands like pocket 8s, pocket 9s. It is such a terrible idea if you're going to have a button straddle to make the blinds go first. I don't like button straddles at all. I don't like straddles at all. There are other games I like that make the game a little more lively. At MGM once last year, we played, you know, win the button. Like every hand the button did not win, we all threw $1 on top of the button, and the stack grew on the button. And when the button finally won the hand, you won the pot and all that money. That made the game a little better. I don't mind the Deuce 7 game in certain lineups. I'm not a huge fan of bomb pots or straddles though. Straddles, this is most important. In great games, they do nothing. In bad games, they make the game even worse.
Yeah, I got it at the stadium.